Welcome, everyone. Thank you guys for joining us today. We're really excited about the topics that we have to share. And of course, I'm David Kingsbury. I run our customer success and our digital experience programs. And I have with me my favorite sidekick, Helen. Good morning and good afternoon, Helen.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
Awesome.
Staying.
Yeah, staying warm, trying to stay warm. So excellent. February 20th, customer success webinar. We've got a full set of information to share with you. A little bit about Deep Target news at the beginning, as always, going forward, and news you can use from the financial industry, things we're going to spotlight to help you guys be successful. Helen's going to cover the tip of the month, which is going to be about hyper personalization. And then we're going to review a really amazing customer of ours and the results they've been gaining. So we'll go ahead and get started. So first of all, last month we mentioned here were a recent set of customers that just joined us at Deep Target. So we're really excited to have them. Some of them I think are on board today, actually. And just in this last month, we've also added a new customer. We want to welcome Energy Capital out of Texas. So great to have them on board as well. We also want to share, we did a couple of webinars recently, and we're so proud that Incredible Bank's CIO, Phil Sakow, joined that webinar as a panelist. And this was one brief quote that he had. He did an excellent job, certainly. And he talks about partnering with Deep Target is not to just have one opportunity or promotion running, but hundreds of opportunities running at all times. Harnessing the power of data. He's the CIO, so he loves data. Tailoring the message helps us break through the noise and it allows us to do personalization at scale. So we're going to talk about some of that. So thank you to Phil. We also had Mark Gandy, also a CIO at Dow Credit Union, join us for another webinar recently. And he was answering the question why Deep Target was so powerful for his credit union. He said our members choose to walk into our digital branch experience every day, sometimes multiple times. We weren't greeting them there in the digital space. It's direct and immediate engagement. Now they are met immediately with intuitive, relevant, and personalized communication. So really excited about both Incredible Bank and Dow Credit Union joining us, and both Phil and Mark, great guys. So super excited about that. Also, we wanted to share, many of you should have seen by now, maybe not all, because not all have been sent out, a 2024 year-end engagement report. And it had this really cool title, if you will. And it talked about these three numbers. The first one being the total number of your digital users that clicked on at least one ad. And then the number of users that that had an impression of at least one ad. And then the next number is how many of those had clicked on at least one ad and showed an overall engagement for the entire year of 49%, or your percentage of whatever it was. And so we celebrated that in this email out to you guys, and we copied everybody that we could think of in your organization because we wanted to share the success that you're having. So if you want to learn more about those numbers or dig deeper into other numbers from 2024, let us know and we'll jump into that with you. Okay. All right, perfect. So then our partnership news, I'm going to share a little bit about, we talked about it last week, and it's continuing to grow. We're deepening our partnership with Jack Henry, and that doesn't mean that we're not deepening our partnership with other platforms, but we do have an Open Anywhere direct link now, and we are Jack Henry's premier digital marketing solution over their Banno marketing capabilities. And so we're really excited about how they promote us there at that. And many of our other platforms do the same. Our new partnerships are FinGoal for transaction data and Larky for SMS and text messaging. So look into Larky certainly, and we'll share more. FinGoal, we're actually reselling. We're a reselling partner. Larky, we're just an integration partner. And then finally, our new capabilities that are coming out. Our AI mail, which is out and in beta right now. So if you're looking to expand your email capabilities and tie it directly in to deep target, that's a great answer for you. And we'd love to talk to you about that. And then also, you remember our detargeting capability that we have in our system. And now we have coming out this summer a new campaign retargeting, or we may call it drip campaigns. And we're going to talk to you about how that works as well in just a moment. But first of all, the FinGoal partnership is a really amazing capability to add transaction-based intelligence into your targeting. So that's the most recent set of transactions that your members, customers are have had in their history, and so it helps you understand their next needs, and therefore you can target them very, very timely with that information. So what they do is they actually will create user tags based on the transactions, and then set up an overall persona that you can then utilize for your campaign promotions. So it's truly advanced capability, and we'd love to talk to you about it if you're interested. It's available now as well, okay? And then, as I mentioned, Larky. So utilize audiences out of deep target directly in your push notifications or your texting. Either one of those work well. We're ready to go with that capability today as well, okay? All right, and then let's talk about financial industry news, because this dovetails into our new capability a little bit. So I tried to give it a twist so it was applicable. So we talked last month about this great article in the Financial Brand, and it talks about these 5 key demographic trends. And, you know, Helen and I have talked about demographics for years, and it's really important that you understand all the demographics out there from Gen Z, and I'm really just talking about mainly age-based, from Gen Z to Gen X to millennial to baby boomers to the traditionalists, and how all that's changing, and they're moving through that. So at this period of time, there is a huge, great wealth transfer that's occurring. And so you want to be mindful of that. If you're looking for deposits, especially, you want to get involved in the heirs coming up, but certainly the baby boomers and traditionalists that are transferring their wealth to their children, loved ones, and whatnot. And then on the other side of that spectrum, you want to be help the younger generations be involved, because they're really interested in investing. And you want to engage them early, certainly, so that you have them for a lifetime, right? So those are the 2 aspects of this article I wanted you guys to think about, certainly for your deposits, and then all the other products that they might need. So let's take a look at how that might be interesting to you. First of all, here we are today with our a campaign that's running, and it might be for retirement assistance, some sort of financial planning, but it says, hey, and. So we personalize it, and secure your golden years with our retirement planning experts. Learn more. And so that ad would continue to show up, even if Ann clicked. It'd be the same ad over time, and it shows up in the reports and so forth. And you may have people reaching out to them. But what if inside of the system, as soon as that click was collected, you could actually produce a separate ad that then showed up, that to some degree, instead of outwardly, but not so blatantly, but yes, Anne, for you and your children, let's secure your retirement and take care of your children too. Don't wait, act now. So now I've got Anne getting kissed by her grandkids in the image, and now this is the ad that's going to show up. So a really great capability. We're going to talk more about it as it comes out in the next few months. But there are trigger points that will occur that can happen as well. One is a click. Maybe there's other trigger points. So I'll just leave it at that. But now, just as a reminder, once you click, there are other things you can do. So you can take that click audience out and do an email direct to them. Maybe utilize AI mail. I'm just going to say inside of Deep Target. You can also take it to do a direct mail postcard, or you might even do personal phone calls. And why is that so important today? Well, if you remember back to the earlier slide on the key demographics for 2025, personal engagement is making a big comeback. So, so think about this capability. We're going to set this up in Deep Target so it's really easy for you to do, having multiple uh, secondary ads. Yeah, and I'll just go ahead and tell you, Helen, we may even, this isn't it, we're going to enable the potential for multiple drips, but we're just going to come out with the single drip to start with. But I want to follow up on this using the audience of clicks a little further. And this takes me over to the case study we did last month of Southern Security Credit Union, Federal Credit Union, that last summer said, hey, we're going to really focus on growing our credit union with loans, and we're going to use digital marketing with Deep Target to do that. And John Paul, the relationship manager, said, look, let's take all the clicks and leads from Deep Target, and let's follow up with a personal phone call. And let's set a loan goal for the second half of 2024. And they made over 2,000 phone calls, and they actually, by the end of December, had doubled their goal. And so, Helen, you want to talk about that personal phone call just a little bit? What actually occurred?
Well, yes, and one of the things is that they were following up with that member on a specific loan opportunity that they were advertising. But as they talked to their members, they engaged them more. Actually, talked to them. I don't want to say it was consultative, but they talked about um, what other things were going on in the financial life or whatever, and maybe the loan wasn't the thing that particular loan wasn't the right one that they needed, but they needed help with something else. So it was it was a way, I don't want to say use the word cross sell, but find the right
That's
thing that
right.
they were looking for. So I think and it helped the member because they were aware of other things that and services that were going on at the credit union as well. So
That's right. That's exactly right. And you think about it, somebody's on their phone, they're checking a deposit or a recent transaction with their bank through their mobile app, and they see an ad that's somewhat related perhaps to what their need, and they go ahead and click on it to learn. And it's not until someone follows up with them that they find out, what is the real need? Could have been it's something else, could have been another form of savings or checking that they could have used. Just anyway, in fact, John Paul went on to say that because of all that and using Deep Target to capture all of those leads, they'd significantly improve their ability to connect with their membership at a deeper level. So they're going to use Deep Target in more ways going forward, and we're just so happy for them. But it's a combination of things that help you guys to engage with your members on a more personal level going forward, and that's what's really key today. Robots that just have directed answers are not enough. But we'll talk about how AI can help you a little bit more in just a minute. Okay, so that's awesome. So let's talk about AI. So this is from our roadmap and the customer success themes that we have and the technology themes. And we're always working on AI and we're embracing them. And we know you guys are looking into AI as well. And we're hoping you're utilizing it in some capacity. But we're going to give you a little bit of some examples of how AI has helped. So just for fun, I know a lot of you guys are reimagining your websites and creating content for your websites. And just don't forget about how AI can help you. And so here's a simple question I posed to Microsoft's Copilot, which said, write a call to action statement for a new checking account with emotion and feeling. So this might be upgrading the content on a one of your web pages for your checking account. And it starts right out with experience the freedom of financial empowerment. Join us today. And it has a really nice write-up that you can begin with, right, Helen?
That's right. And it's always good to, it gives you ideas, a starting point. You can use some of these terms and condense them to be more with your brand. But I think
Exactly.
it's
That's
always
right.
a great starting point.
That's right. So then I went on and said, well, what about if I did an ad message? So let's say I've got a special savings account promotion and I'd like to direct it to Gen Z and I want to add emotion and feeling into it. So I said, give me three examples, one sentence each, directed at Generation Z for a new savings account using emotion and feeling. And it actually gave me some really nice, simple things that I would then improve on, but start building your financial legacy today with our new savings account because your future is worth investing in. So there comes that emotional and feeling, and watch your dreams grow and uh, save smartly with a new savings account that's as ambitious as you are. So I don't know if you know, Gen Z are pretty ambitious. So it ties right in really nicely. So I went a little further. So I have one more fun example. This is the home equity loan example. I want to direct it to Gen X using emotion and feeling again. And I actually did the first one, write three example sentences for home equity loan that would appeal to Generation X age group using emotion and feeling. And so I'll just read the first one. Empower your home ownership journey by tapping into the value you've built and turning it into the financial freedom you've been striving for. And I read them and I thought, well, those are fairly good. But then I went, well, let's do this again and use more emotion. And this time I really liked the results. And I'll let Helen speak to one of them. I think she liked it. Which one did you like the most, Helen, actually?
Well, I think the first one, I mean, I would always condense because I always think fewer words, at least on advertisement, are better. So to me, unlock the potential of your home. I think that that's great. I think that's a good message there.
It
And
to create the life you've always dreamed of. That's awesome. Yeah, okay. And then transform the value of a home into unforgettable experiences and cherished memories from the perfect kitchen remodel to the vacation of a lifetime. Anyway, so I don't want to continue on, but you should try it if you haven't tried it. And you can chat into us if you have. But take a look at it. It's a lot of fun. And then, but what if, from a digital marketing perspective, what if we could combine these messages, maybe call to action, all together and into a tool that would help us do this? Well, we have it. So don't forget the Deep Target has a capability called Ad Buzz, which you can actually go set the size. So based on your platform, what is the size of your ad that you need? You can generate multiple images that you can utilize and then pick one. Choose messages based on inputs. Choose the background and a call to action, and it'll create an ad that you can export out. Helen, correct?
Mhm. That's right. And you can export it as just as is, or you can, when you export it as a specific format, you can use components of that for your ad.
Exactly. So don't forget about this capability. It can be part of your system. We'd be happy to give you access to it today. Okay. All right. Great stuff. So Helen's hints are next up. Helen, what do you have this
Okay, well, this
great hint?
month, we're always talking about personalization, and a lot of it is first name personalization. That's the most direct way within the deep target application where you just check the box and it puts the first name at the very beginning. What if you don't want to put the first name at the beginning? You want to put it somewhere else, or you have other fields in your data that you want to include in your ad. So I want to thank Georgia United for allowing us to share this example that they're running. And this is a cashback value. This is what a member has earned by using their Visa signature card. So every time that their data comes into us, we get a new value for this particular this particular field, and that's what's going to be displayed to their members. So what they did is they created this ad. They left space in there where the 19.74 is in that, and in the target they added text box on top to allow that field to be pulled from the database as it's displayed to their member. So this is a great look here, and it gets that in front of their member so they can see what's going on. So let's take a little bit deeper dive here. So you can see that they've uploaded their ad. They had left a blank space. So what they do here is add a text box with that. It'll put the text box out there. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to arrange it where you want it, choose your font, your color and everything that you want on that. And then down there in the text box field, you will have reached out to us at Deep Target and say, hey, I want to do my cashback value, or I want to put the number of years that somebody has been a member since, or I want to put somebody's email address because I want them to verify their email address or something like that. I mean, there's many kinds of things that you can put here, and you can put multiple fields on the same ad. But when you do that, Deep Target is going to let you know the specific field name that you need to put there. So in this particular example, you see they have dollar, open, square bracket, cashback, YTD, and then close bracket. So it's the field name that we give you, you put in single brackets on that ad. And then you save, and then you're ready to go. So if you want us to walk through this, just email us at support and at deeptarget.com and we'll help you. But on the next slide, I wanted to go into, these are the steps, enumerated those, and you'll get a copy of this. So contact us, let us know what fields you want. We'll send you this field name. You're going to leave space on your ad for the custom field or fields. Ad settings, you're going to upload your design, add a text box on top, position the text box where you want it. And then under text preview, type in the specific field name that we give you and close it in square brackets. And then if you have any special characters, you can do that. And if you have multiple fields, create multiple text boxes. So those are the steps that you want to do. And the next slide is an extra tip. So I would always first test with a targeted by list campaign. Many of you are the people that are doing the campaigns out there. I would create a targeted by list campaign, upload your ID to that, test it out, upload your ID, publish it, view it, see if you need to make any adjustments on the text size, color, you want to bold it or whatever. And then when you're done, all you have to do is copy that campaign within Deep Target to the audience you need. So there's a copy campaign on the campaign flyout, and that's an easy way, and it'll copy over all the content into that campaign that you want to have for your other members or account holders.
And Helen's team will help you do this if you want to have some direction for sure at any time. Okay. Well, that's great, Helen. Also, don't forget about personalizing. I'll just go back real quick to this simple slide here. Don't forget, prepending that first name is really easy as well down here. So do that if you can. Okay.
Oh, and I did mention, other examples. So another example would be, I notice a lot of our customers are having anniversaries. It's our 75th anniversary. Yep. We've been in business for 80 years. You can do that same thing for your members or your account holders. It's like, hey, we're celebrating our 75th year. We're going to celebrate you being here for X number of years. That information, if we got the join date in the extracts that we get, you can do those types of things. The other one I mentioned was information maybe you want somebody to update. So let's just say you want to verify people's email address or something like that. You can have that. This is your email address we have in the system. Does this look right? If not, click here, and then it takes you off to your system to contact or whatever.
Absolutely. Good. Helen has a wealth of info on ways to help you guys. So use the team at support at deeptarget.com. Okay, great. So the last thing we wanted to do is we wanted to do a real quick shout out to an amazing customer of the month. And that customer, oh, I did it again. So first we want to shout out to some new customers ads. So Helen, go ahead.
Well, I just want to mention that actually, some people on the call here today, several of our newer customers have just gone live in the last month, and we just kind of want to celebrate and share some of their content that they have for their customers. And we thought these ads looked really great. Just to give you some examples, I mean, some are going to be personalized when it displays to the customer, but these are some great ones with their own branding and everything. So we're excited to see the creativity of everybody. So
That's awesome. That's great. Thank you, Helen. Good stuff. Okay, and then we want a big shout out to Bridgeton Onized Federal Credit Union, who's just had an amazing start to the year already. You can see up here on their dashboard 64% account type coverage, meaning covering all these different product categories, if you will, that they have ads, and in many cases, multiple ads running, which has produced them some amazing results from their KEI, KMI to key revenue indicator. They're utilizing prioritization as well. This is a look at their just in the first 50 days, 208 clicks across the different product groups, and also in the first 50 days, 44 new accounts opened. So great work to them. I do have to tell you that they are a managed services account of Deep Target. So our team has been, Helen's team has been assisting them in running the system. And so that's the kind of results that you can expect to see. So really,
and I want to take a little bit deeper dive. I mean, you're going to look. This is a $73 million dollar asset credit union, so relatively small.
yep.
But they're getting great results. They were running 18 different campaigns. They were running two that they got really great results in. One was an auto refi where they were offering like a 3% off to refi. So this was a great deal they had. And also the messaging on their consumer loan, we meet with them, they give us feedback about what their wording they want, and what specific kind of way that they want to go. And one of the things that they had on their consumer loan were they had options to help you with life's expected events and unexpected turns. So, we hear from a lot of people that, hey, we don't want to be looking at cross-selling or upselling you things. We want to meet your financial need that you've got. So those are some softer terms that, are appealing to their membership. So
That's awesome. Good, good. So congratulations to Bridgeton Onized. Great work. Really proud of them and their team there. Don't forget we do managed services. We have, I think, upwards of 35 of our customers now that use us to fly the ship for them, which is awesome. And don't forget, subscribe to our YouTube channel. This is us to subscribe as well. This recording will be there. And just remember that we really are, you should be proud that you're part of the premier digital marketing solution out there for credit unions and community banks. And we're proud that you're part of our family. So speaking of that, refer a friend to Deep Target. So almost half of our customers actually come from referrals. You guys having a great success with us and talking inside of your, in your network, your colleagues, share about Deep Target and the success. We would really appreciate it. Okay, so with that, we have a job of joy, do we not, Helen?
okay. All right. Today's winner is Kelly Perkins.
All right,
Kelly's
Kelly, congratulations. Watch for an email from me for an e-gift card from Starbucks here very soon. We want to thank everybody for joining us today. Thank you for all that you do. It's cold out there, but guess what? Spring is coming. So thank you for your time today. We can't wait to see you in March. Let us know how we can help you at any time. You guys have a wonderful day. Thank you, Helen.
Bye. Thanks, everybody.
Okay. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.